Good evening everyone. Today we will study about light chapter. We'll just study the basics of light chapter mainly according to class 8th, right? As you all of you know, light is a form of energy which enable us to see object. Right now I'm able to watch you because light is artificial sources of light are there such as these LEDs. Light is falling on you and after hitting you, after reflection, it is coming to my eyes, right? So we have to study basically reflection of light mainly. The definition, there are three phenomena: reflection of light, refraction of light and diffraction of light. But right now we will study only reflection of light, right? Before starting with reflection, I would like to tell you some of the basics of this light, such as what is the nature of light. Light has both nature, the nature of a wave as well as the nature of a particle, right? And apart from that, light is electromagnetic in nature. It means it do not need any kind of material medium for propagation. कि लाइट को मूव करने के लिए किसी मटेरियल मीडियम, किसी सहारे की जरूरत नहीं होती. As already we discussed in our previous class that sound needs a material medium for propagation, but light do not need any material medium for propagation. Light को कोई जरूरत नहीं होती, right? ये ध्यान रखना, ठीक है? Then we come to in this object and image. You should know the difference between object and image. Object and image, ठीक है ना? Object is anything which is present, ठीक है? You know matter, anything which carries space and have mass. These are objects only, ठीक है ना? All forms of matter. So object either emits light or they reflect light, right? And in physics we have a different way of speaking, such as inverted. Inverted means we will use these terms in physics. Inverted, upside down. If you want to know the English meaning of this, it means upside down. Erect. Erect means straight. Okay? The perpendicular one, right? So these are some of the terms we'll use here. So objects are of two types mainly. You have studied luminous objects and non-luminous objects. Luminous objects are the one which give away light themselves. For example, sun, CFL bulb. Okay? These all are luminous objects. And non-luminous, either they reflect light, they don't have their own light, such as moon. Moon reflects light, it don't have its own light. Okay? Such as if you see, sometimes you see a table, glass table, shiny appearance. So it means it is reflecting light. So it is a non-luminous object. Okay? Now the second thing is image. Virtual appearance. Virtual means fake appearance of object in the mirror is called its image. I repeat, fake or virtual appearance of object in the mirror. I'll write down this small definition here of image. Virtual. Anything which is virtual, that is fake, right? So virtual or fake. I have the notes of this light chapter, I'll give you, right? Appearance of the object in the mirror is called image. Now images are of two types. As I have told you, objects are of two types. Luminous. In luminous I have given you the example of sun and bulb. Non-luminous. They don't emit light, non-luminous. They just reflects light, right? Table, chair are non-luminous. And image, there are two types of images. One is real, another is virtual. Can anyone tell me what are real images? Class 10th, you can say real images.
Exactly. Which are exactly same.
The one which can be obtained on screen. Images which can be obtained on screen are called real images. ठीक है? स्क्रीन, फिल्म का पर्दा, स्क्रीन पे जो ऑब्टेन की जा सके वो रियल इमेजेस है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इमेजेस ऑफ एक्टर्स एंड एक्ट्रेसेस ऑन cinema screen. Images of actors and actresses on cinema screen are the example of real images. Whereas virtual images, they can't be obtained on screen. They can't be obtained on screen. Right? These are virtual images. Okay? You can note down this side by side. Don't waste time. You can note down this also. Okay. For example, image of our face. Image of our face in plane mirror. Image of our face in plane mirror is an example of virtual images. Right? So please keep this thing in mind. The difference between object and image definition I have written here, and please take one pic of this also. And images of virtual images and real images I have explained you. Don't stop the video. You can click it. Okay. Next we have is luminous, non-luminous objects. I have told you what makes things visible. Right now light is falling on you, as I have told you, okay? And that light is getting, after hitting you, it is getting reflecting and coming to my eyes, right? So that is why I am able to see you. Now one most important question which comes in class 8, if why my jacket is looking green right now, or why my hairs are looking black right now, okay? Or why some object or some t-shirt looks white. What is the reason for it? The reason for that is whenever light falls on any object and that object absorbs all the light rays, then it will look black. Why my hairs look black? Because all the light, whether it is sunlight or this CFL light, all the light which is falling on it, it will absorb them. Okay? That is why my hairs look black. And why, if I'm wearing a white shirt, why it look white? Because whatever the amount of light is falling on that particular object and that object is reflecting all the light, then it will be of white color. Okay? That is why we wear white color clothes during summer time and we wear black color clothes during winter time, because white color clothes, they reflect light more, and black color clothes, they absorb more heat and light. Okay? You know, light is a form of energy and heat is also a form of energy. And now the question comes, why something look green? Right now light is falling on my jacket, but it is reflecting only the green component. It is reflecting only the green component. That is why something looks green, red, or whatever, any color, because it is, you know, white light is a mixture of 7 colors which you have already studied. So only that particular color, green or red, is reflected by it. That's why something looks red or green. Main three primary colors are RGB, red, green and blue. Rest all the colors are just the mixture of these 3 colors, right? So this is very important that you have to keep in mind. Okay, now next is reflection of light. As I've already told you, bouncing back of light ray when it strikes a hard surface is called reflection of light, right? Suppose I have a tennis ball in my hand, I'll throw it on the wall, it will come back to me. Okay? If I'm throwing it at 90 degree, then it will come back straight to me at 90 degree. And if I'm throwing it at any angle towards like this, then it will go somewhere like this. I'll explain you with the help of a simple diagram, right? So, can I rub this if you have noted down all this?
Yes, sir.
You can take the pic and then you can note it down. I hope you have taken the pic of this. Okay. So next phenomena is reflection of light. In class 8 we study mainly reflection of light. In class 10 we study both reflection as well as refraction. And in class 11 we study diffraction, right? So class 11 students also can, you know, diffraction of light now. We study in that, right? Okay. First of all, I would like to tell you the definition of this. I have written all this in my notes. You can take the notes, you can download it, take it from my page. And the definition says bouncing back of light ray. Bouncing back of light ray when it strikes a hard surface. Please note down the definition. When it strikes a hard surface, right? Hard surface or opaque surface. And I would like to explain you this phenomena of reflection with the help of a simple diagram, and that simple activity you can do as well. Okay? In that activity you need a plane mirror. This is a plane mirror. The plane mirror is the one in which you see your image, right? Plane mirror is often represented by the symbol dash. This is the silverish appearance in which you see your image. You can draw this diagram with the help of scale, right? I've told you to bring geometry box. Use properly scale. And if you want to see this diagram, it is given in your book on page number 294, Lakmeer Singh, class 8, right? And similarly, class 10 you can also see. Okay, now this is a plane mirror. It is painted red from behind, as you can see. This is normal ray. Normal ray is the one which is at 90 degree. Normal is a ray which is at 90 degree. This point O is called point of incidence, right? This point is called point of incidence. Okay, Yasho, I hope you're in now. This point,
Yes, sir.
this point is called point of incidence. Now this is a ray. This ray is called incident ray. This is the ray of light which is falling on the plane mirror, striking it at the point of incidence. The angle between normal and incidence ray is called angle of incidence. You should know all these definitions I have written in my notes as well. Okay? And after hitting this ray BO is reflected back, right? This ray BO, you can see it is reflected back, and the angle, this is called reflect. BO is reflected ray here, and this small r is called angle of reflection. This is the basic of it. Now if you want to do this activity, my dear students, what you got to do, you have to take a plane mirror. These small plane mirrors comes which have a stand at the bottom. Okay, that you can take a A4 size sheet, you can keep the plane mirror there, you can draw that this plane mirror symbol here, you can draw the line and you can keep the mirror on that place. Then further you can draw a 90 degree angle. Normal, you know, it is at 90 degree. An incidence ray of 30 degree you can draw. You can take two drawing pins. You need a drawing board, all these things for doing this activity. And what you will do, you will plot these two pins P1 and P2 here. In first try you will take this angle 30 degree. Angle of incidence is 30 degree. You can draw this angle with the help of a D if you want. The angle between normal and this incident ray should be 30 degree. Take two drawing pins, put those drawing pins there. And from here, when you will see the image, take two more drawing pins, P3, P4. Don't draw this BO in that case. Take two more drawing pins, then plot this P3, P4 in such a manner that if you will look with your one eye closed, if you will look at P4, you will be able to see only one pin. All this P4, P3, P1, P2 will be in one line. Then you can join this line BO when that condition. This activity I remember क्लास 8 में मैं करवाता था, तो आप भी एक्टिविटी कर सकते हैं. ये जो प्लेन मिरर है 10 रुपीज का मिल जाता है. स्टैंड, उसके नीचे स्टैंड होता है, उसको यहाँ रखना होता है A4 शीट में, राइट. तो अब आते हैं हम इसके कुछ लॉज है रिफ्लेक्शन के, अगर आपको ध्यान हो तो. पहला लॉ कहता है इंसिडेंट रे, नॉर्मल एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे at the point of incidence all lie on the same plane. Plane is a surface here. Right now this board is a plane. It is a two-dimensional geometry. Don't waste your time. You can draw this yourself. Please carry out your pencil scale. I have already told you when you are doing this light chapter, you have to draw all these diagrams. Okay? Please draw it side by side with me. Okay, my dear students. So first law says incident ray, normal and reflected ray at the point of incidence all lie on the same plane. Second law says, first law you will write it yourself. I have already explained to you. And second law says angle of incidence should always be equal to angle of reflection. Right? Thank you.